Hey guys!
Hi!
You're listening to Not As We Planned, so get ready for
Honest,
raw,
unfiltered,
unhinged story,
where we share our advice, opinions,
and talk about all the shit that people avoid discussing. We want to point out we are not qualified professionals, although I feel like I am one.
and what we say is the advice we would give to our besties.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Not As We Planned. We hope you're having a lovely week.
Fabulous.
And if you're not, hopefully this will lift you up a bit, make you laugh, make you cry, whatever you need it to do.
Up where we belong.
If she is. Our very own. Whoever sang that? Who sang that?
I don't know.
Let's just call you Celine Dion. I know that wasn't her, but
Not her.
how are you? How's your week? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm all good. I think, without saying too much.
Why did you just smile at me like that
Really
as I had water in my
sorry.
mouth?
That could have gone really wrong. I can't say too much, but there's just been like a situation that's happened recently where I just feel like, and we've spoken about it before, and you would have heard it on the episode we did with Legally Nick, but sometimes there are situations where it's a case of like pick your battles, and also when things don't like sit right with you, it's, I don't know, like deciphering, what a word, between
that's big.
I'm going to take my control back and something giving you anxiety. You're probably like, Kylie, what the hell are you talking about? Because I'm trying to get you to read between the lines. But there's just been a situation where I've had to really think carefully about how I've wanted to handle it. And whilst I potentially want to make a point about certain things, I've had to listen to what actually makes me feel comfortable as a parent and as a primary carer. And just a shout out really to any mums who are forever moving mountains to make things work. Like today we're filming all day, and normally I don't have my kids on the day we film. That's pretty much like why we film our filming schedule is based predominantly around my busy life.
I just do whatever she says.
Yes, sometimes this is like, okay, you're the difficult one. But today I do have them. So we are juggling it all, and I feel like I am literally rushing from place to place today. And I have had to rally up that village of people to help. Like I've had to get someone from Theo's school to take him back because I wouldn't make it in time. And I just think sometimes like that pressure does fall on us as the default parent, as the primary parent. And honestly, like I feel like if I make it through to the end of tonight without like having some kind of mental breakdown, I've done fucking well, because
I'm so glad I'm with you tonight.
we're at an event tonight, and like just but that's what I mean. Like, so normally this would have been my kid-free day. I wouldn't have had the kids, so I would just be like getting ready, floating, dancing through life. And today I feel like it is going to be incredibly stressful. We're at an event in London, and then I'm up first thing to get the kids to school in the morning again, which I wouldn't usually have, but you just do these things for your kids. And yeah, just a shout out to anyone who's just making it all happen behind the scenes. Like, this is my appreciation to you, but I hope you know you're doing an absolutely fabulous job, and you might not get the credit and recognition from the places you probably would want it, but from us to you, we recognise and we appreciate you, and your kids will one day look back and do that too.
Love that. Amen. I mean, I guess sort of like adding to that, I feel like I've had a bit of mum guilt with like extracurricular activities for the kids. I feel like for those children that are in a two-parent household, when you've got two adults to help with the juggle, you can have one kid at football on a Saturday morning and the other kid at gymnastics. And I do feel like I know deep down that my kids would be doing so much more.
Same.
If we were still together. And
the money. Like, there's some clubs that have come out this week that I would have loved to put Theo in.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I guess for me, like, I haven't even managed to think about that aspect because I don't have the time.
The capacity.
And it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's just a shame because I feel like, you know, my Saturday mornings are taken up by Ivy doing gymnastics, but Rome is starting to show a real keen interest in football. I've managed to get him into football at school, which is great, but school football is never the same level as like the football that you can get out of school. And then Blake has decided he doesn't want to do football anymore, which is absolutely fine. But he's now starting to talk about how he wants to go back to doing jiu-jitsu or maybe finding an instrument. And I just feel like I wish so much I could give them all these things and split myself in half and go here and go there. But my Saturday mornings are already taken up. And that's the time that really is like prime time for football.
Yeah.
And I just wish that I also, okay, fine, you've got to deal with the cards you're dealt with. But if I maybe had a co-parent who was like, really passionate about football,
I'll come and take him. Yeah.
It's just, I guess I feel bad because I know that they'd be doing more if.
I felt really similarly this week. We had all our clubs were released at school, and all in the WhatsApp group, it's all these mums like, oh, who's doing this? Who's doing this? And I've like looked at all the pricing for things. I'm like, I can't physically do it. I'm at capacity already. And I feel really bad. And then there's like maths club. I'm like, great. So all the other kids are going to get ahead at maths, and like my kid's going to be behind because I financially. I know. Well, I said to the children, do maths clubs. He was like, absolutely not. So that kind of made me feel a bit better. But do you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes honestly, we can't necessarily access the same things. I'm like,
it's even like I'm getting all the emails for like half-time camps, and all my friends are doing camps. And there's one camp that Ivy absolutely loves, but everyone does the whole week. So it's like a dance, like theatre-y singing one, and then they do like a show on the Friday. So really, the best thing is to put them in all week, but. I don't need her to be in all week. It is more expensive. But then it's like when she's saying, oh, my friends are doing it. And I know that you can't do everything that everyone else is doing. I don't know. Yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? It wasn't as we planned. Hey, hi, let's get on with some emails.
Okay, guys.
We're looking very brown today. Both wearing brown tracksuits. We look like big giant poos.
Let's go for something more sexy, like a log. Like a Yule log.
It's nearly Christmas, guys. It's nearly Christmas.
Urgent dating advice needed, please.
We're here.
Dating gurus and all that. Says the single guy. I did like a TikTok thing, like advice for what we don't want to see on men's dating profiles. And like there's so many triggered men. It's actually giving me life replying back to these men like that. They're just getting they're so triggered and aggressive. And they're like, who would take dating advice from a single mom? And it's just making me laugh. It's like I'm single by choice. Like I could very much be in a relationship with a narcissistic twat, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. But anyway, if you want to laugh, go and head over it. Honestly, it's actually giving me life. Right, ladies, I need your help. Absolutely love the podcast. Listen every week. And I'm a Patreon member all the way from...
Australia! Is it?
Yeah.
God, we're going there. We're going there one day, guys.
Oh, we're going
down under.
A quick backstory on my life. I was married for 10 years, together for 15, 3 children, and what I thought was a great relationship. The white picket fence. In September of 2023, when my youngest was 8 months old, I discovered my husband had been having a 2-year affair. I called it quits that day. I kicked him out and never looked back.
Oh, queen.
The next 2 years was an emotional roller coaster of trying to work through the separation, co-parenting, finances, etc., with a narcissist who I felt like at times just wanted to destroy me. We had to go the legal road, and eventually it all got sorted only a couple of months ago in August 2025. I very much have spent the last 2 years working on myself. Anytime I have to myself, I prioritise my physical and mental health. I've definitely had the divorce glow up. I feel and look amazing. I feel like I've done so much work on myself, and I'm so much stronger, happier and content with my 3 girls. Now to the problem and the issue I need advice on. When it comes to dating, I haven't really dated much in the 2 years. I went on a few dates 1 year post-divorce and he was lovely, but not for me, so I walked away easily. And then I jumped on and off the apps this past year, talking and chatting with guys only to have them ghost me, say that they would love a coffee and then I never hear from them again, etc. It's so draining. Over the past month, I deleted the apps again after being ghosted yet again. And that same week, I had a kitchen installed in my house. Well, the kitchen guy has come into my life. Maybe I need a new kitchen. And within the space of 2 weeks, he's completely turned it upside down.
The kitchen or your life?
We hit it off straight away, easily talking, and the conversation flowed between light-hearted, easy chats and deep and meaningful conversations about the trauma we both experienced. His as a child and mine through my divorce. Over the week of him installing the kitchen, we got to know each other. I bet you did.
Yeah.
Let's just break this unit.
It's giving like Desperate Housewives.
It is. I could just imagine like the eye contact. And he,
Or
like,
does he have like his like tool belt on with his hammer and no?
Oh, and he's like, oh, and you're in Australia and it gets hot and he takes his top off.
I forgot she was in Australia. Now
sexier.
The scene is set a bit differently.
Sexier now.
The sea is outside and there's a dolphin in the background.
It's not, whereabouts are you?
I don't know.
You've never been to Australia, have you?
No.
Okay.
Hold on, there's surfing outside the window.
Okay, right. Back to the story. He had obviously met my 3 children, of course, because he was in the house,
standard.
and was respectful and polite with them. One afternoon, after finishing work, he stayed for another 2 hours just chatting, very platonic, but easily getting along and spending time together. That weekend, we talked all weekend through text whilst he was working, and things started progressing to light-hearted flirting. We talked about our ex-relationships, and he said he had a long-term relationship for 7 years, which ended at the beginning of 2024, and he dated someone for a couple of weeks at the end of 2024, and that was it. We are both very busy, but made the effort to catch up on Friday night and spent 3 hours together talking, cuddling, and finally getting a big... Oh, she didn't mean that. And finally getting a bit physically heated. When I say I feel safe and secure and valued when I'm with him, it's an understatement. I've never felt like this with anyone. When he hugged me, it's not just to tick a box or sexually charged like I always felt it was with my ex-husband. I feel like he was actually just present. We click like nothing I've experienced before. He's very emotionally intelligent, despite being 8 years younger than me. I saw him on the day after very quickly as he popped in to fix something with the kitchen, and we had about half an hour together talking, chatting, and building that connection. Honestly, I kept thinking, could it be this easy? Well, a day later, he dropped a bomb.
I thought you were going to say he dropped dead.
Rest in peace, Papa.
Sorry, God, that really threw me.
It's not funny. Death is not funny.
No.
He's not dead, I don't
go.
think, anyway. Haven't got to the end yet.
He dropped a bomb. Oh, fuck's sakes. He's married. He lives with his ex. He has 5 kids with 3 women. Carry on.
He spent his entire life in prison. At 2 a.m., he sent me an essay of a message telling me that he hadn't told the whole truth about him and his ex.
Standard.
We're
So
actually
cliche.
married and she's not an ex. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
They had split at the beginning of 2024 and she had moved out, but they had been on and off again since only a few weeks ago.
Oh, liar.
And she is expecting their baby in December of this year.
Fuck off!
No!
You cheating kitchen scumbag!
Take your sink! Get out of it.
Take your fucking fridge!
We don't need your appliances in this house. We will eat on the kitchen floor. Right.
Fuck's sake.
What a bomb. He has told me this literally 1 week after we started talking. He's been very upfront and honest about the situation.
Are we on the same...
And said they had been so toxic and were only trying for the baby. Even tried relationship counselling earlier this year and it got them nowhere, to the point that they had called it quits only a few weeks before meeting me. He said there was no overlap and he wasn't expecting to meet anyone or looking, but obviously we met through something very organic. Ladies, I don't know what to do. I don't feel like he's lying about any of it. My gut says he's not, and that it's just really terrible timing. But I don't know if I should just pull the pin early and avoid getting my heart broken again, or explore it a little and see how things go. I feel like he's been so honest very early, and we both feel like there is a real connection very quickly. Life is messy, and I understand everyone comes with their own baggage. But I feel like this is a lot, and I worry that with a new baby coming, and he hasn't had any time to actually work through his shit properly, maybe I'm just a rebound. I'm not one to date unintentionally, and I know I get attached easily, so I'm protective of my heart, especially after going through my divorce. How do you know if you should cut ties and run? I mean, if they give you red flags like this. Or if he's just in a very difficult time and we could be great together. Thanks, ladies, for everything you do. I honestly cannot express how much you've both helped me heal from my divorce these past 2 years. Sending all the Aussie love. Tash, take it away, 'cause you are going to have a meltdown.
No. Like, the fact that you are defending him, that you were saying that he has been honest with you, that he hasn't lied, he's literally completely lied. He said that he had not been with anyone since what, like the end of 2024?
It's not even like a white lie.
He's there's a growing child of his in someone else's body
that he put in there.
Please. I'm actually begging you.
Begging. I actually have a condition.
Please do not fall for this shit, okay? I'm looking at you right now. I hope that if you're listening to this, you go onto YouTube and actually look at me, because I'm looking at you. You are not to continue the relationship with this man. He has started off by completely lying to you, and I can assure you there probably has been an overlap. There is another woman pregnant. This is messy. And this is the sort of thing that when we say to people, you need to take some accountability for what you are actually inviting into your life. You want to protect your heart, then make sure you run. Even if that kitchen isn't completed, run.
There's plenty of kitchen men out there.
Honestly, please, for your own sanity and your children's and the 2 years that you've been working on yourself, do not get into a relationship with this man.
Can I just say as well, I think let's bring you back down to earth as well, okay? What's your life going to look like if you're going to be with someone who's about to become a father to another child? That woman is going to have him wrapped around her finger. You're not going to be a priority. He's going to be going back and forth to this newborn. They're probably going to want to try and make it work at some point when the baby's here, because that is a natural instinct to become a family unit. And I think things are about to get really real if you allow him into your life, and you're going to get fucked over and hurt. I can't see this going anywhere
He's already
positive.
lied.
Yeah,
he's already lied. How do you know that they don't live together? How do you know that actually they're completely happily together? No. If anything, do you know what I'd bloody do? I'd probably go and speak to her, get the truth from her.
Same.
No. It's not happening.
Not happening. Not on our watch.
Yeah.
Not.
I will come to Australia.
Today.
I will come to Australia.
I'll book my
and
flight.
Find you. Please keep us updated.
With the dolphins.
please still listen. I hope I haven't scared you off.
I think you wrote in because you need some hardcore advice. If you were going to stay with him, you would have just stayed with him and not bothered writing in.
I also feel like, I don't think people, and I want to really emphasize on this, because I know I speak for both of us, when we read these emails, when we give this advice, when I reply to every single DM I possibly can of people asking for relationship advice, I'm not doing it because I feel like I have to. I'm doing it because I have such a passion to help people, coming from someone that really, really understands it. I don't know why I feel the need to invest my free time into strangers.
We see clearly because of the work we've done and what we've gone through, and they're in that part where everything's really hazy.
I know, but even someone that is a stranger, I just want to take you and put you under my arm and squeeze you. I just really hope that you make the right decision for you and your children, because you're
better than that.
If you go into this,
you're gonna get hurt.
With your rose-tinted glasses on, you're going to end up fucked.
And trust me, it's going to be a lot easier getting over having seen someone for a few weeks now than it will be later on down the line when your feelings get more and there's more at stake and he's impacted your life in more ways. Just do it now.
Please keep us updated. Okay, this is help with self-worth. Okay. I feel like we all need this sometimes. Okay. Hi, I'm an avid follower of you guys and thought I'd email to get some help on my situation. My ex-boyfriend broke up with me 6 months ago as he's leaving the country for work and believed that long distance will not work. I begged for us to stay together until he is about to leave, but he still wanted to end it 6 months prior to him leaving, as he said it was just going to stress him out with the move and he had a lot of things to sort out before leaving and will not have time for me. Me, though, being truly heartbroken, agreed, and we went our separate ways. I was still truly heartbroken after 3 months, and he then blocked me on social media after 3 months of the breakup. The move happened, and I was thinking about him quite a lot. If he had moved and if he was settled, I kept dreaming about him. On one lonely night, I stalked a few people he knows on Instagram, and I came across this girl who was on private before but had now gone public.
Oh my God.
I was flicking on her photos, and then further down, there he was on her page with her sitting on his lap, all smiling 2 months after we broke up. My heart sunk, as I'd already had a gut feeling about her, and it was now all confirmed. They even went away for her birthday and has attended numerous events on the time that he had left in London.
Oh, so he broke up with... So she moved?
I don't know. I'm so heartbroken right now. First of all, he lied to me about his excuse of letting me go, saying he doesn't want to lead me on, and it's better if
so I got in a relationship with someone still here.
Yeah, that's weird. It would be better if I find someone else less complicated than him, as I deserve better. This has made me feel so low about myself, and all the healing I've done in the past 6 months has come crashing down just by one scroll on social media. What can I do to bounce back? Can I just say, like, I feel like however much work someone has done, that is such a setback. So first, can we like really appreciate and accept how valid that is?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we say all the time, I feel like these men don't bloody break up with someone unless they've got someone else. And it isn't a reflection on you. This isn't about her being better than you. I feel like it's these men that they stray by getting their ego stroked or getting kicks from doing something, and then they just it frustrates me that we end up impacts us.
It's not that you are not enough, it's that he is a twat. And no, it's true.
Yeah.
And that he couldn't be honest with you. He was a bit of a wimp. He thought he'd make up this excuse and put that like on you in a situation like you deserve better. I hate when they do this and they try and like make it look like they're doing you a favour, like you deserve better than this. Like, I can't give you all of me. I'm moving away. This, and you're
what
like,
if he moved?
Oh, okay. I know it's fucking weird, but honestly, like take this as him showing who he is to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I'm that replaceable. Actually, I deserve to be with someone who A, can actually have open and honest communication with me and tell me the real reason if they're not feeling it, not fucking sugarcoat it. But I deserve someone who won't just replace me, who isn't looking for better, who is committed, who is trustworthy. And when you start listing all these things, like genuinely go and get our planner, it's going to help you. It's genuinely going to help with your self-worth. Also go and get Roxy Nafousa's book, Confidence. That's all about self-worth. And there's some really useful activities in there that are going to help you realize your self-worth. But I think we really need to realize that when these negative experiences we have with men and it leaves us lacking confidence, and it's so valid, like me and Tash have both been there. I think, you know, when someone does leave you or does choose to be with someone else, that is a massive damage to not only our ego, but our self-confidence. I particularly think as women, we start to scrutinize our appearance, our bodies, our personalities. Well, if I was more like her, if I had this, if my nose was like this, like maybe if I lost a bit of weight. And it's really easy to, especially when you've seen another girl who he's with, to compare yourself to that and think, what does she have that I do? But I think we really need to take that accountability to change our mindset and be like, he does not deserve me. I deserve so much better than this man is capable of treating me. And I think when we start to do that is when we start to move forwards, and when we realize all the amazing qualities we have, all the things we do bring to the table, and actually he is the one who misses out on that.
Can I just say, like, obviously maybe, well, similar-ish situation. I remember when I found out that my ex-boyfriend was with someone else, and it did floor me, albeit not for very long because of the work that I had done. I think it was a shock to many people.
It was very soon.
Yeah, and it does make you suddenly reflect and think like, oh my God, like if he moved on that quickly, like did that mean that our relationship meant nothing to him? Did that mean that he didn't love me? And I think we do sometimes need to look at more reflecting on the man and why he does that. Is it because they struggle to be on their own? Is it because they need that validation from someone else? Did they go away and do all this work and become a better version for this person? The answer is no. And I think it's really like taking a step back and, like Kylie said, realising actually all they've done is shown that they're not worthy of you. And
as well, like, you need to be really strict with yourself with the no contact now. Like, don't go nosying. Like,
yeah, it's annoying that her profile's open.
Yeah, but don't. Like, I feel like when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, I could have so easily tried to like search certain things, but you're choosing to go looking for something
self-harm.
that you know. If you find something, and if you stalk the internet hard enough, you always find something, in my opinion. It's going to hurt you. So you need to take that like control of like, do you know what? I'm not even letting him access my energy. He's done. Delete, block, everything. Anyone associated with him. Because the thing I worry is you're now going to keep going back to her profile, looking at new updates. You're not going to move on. The more you do that, the more that's accessing your heart.
Yeah.
Block her, delete, move on.
Be done.
Yeah.
Get the journal.
Hello. I'm sure my story will probably be one of the worst you have heard. I'm 31 years old with 2 little boys. I have been with my partner for 13 years, having our normal struggles and problems, but we always get through the normal relationship hurdles. I've caught him in the past 12 years around 3 times on Snapchat, dating websites, and spending money on porn, but he always spoke me round and reassured me it was all just over a phone and all he craved was attention. He swore to me he never had the guts in him to physically cheat on me and how he could never disrespect me and our family this way.
He can only disrespect you a bit, not too much.
just mediocrely. I stupidly, genuinely believed it. He doted on me and that I was his soulmate. I have always had my wits about him, though, because of the previous things listed above, but I didn't think he had the nerve to physically cheat. And boy, was I wrong. On Christmas Day, my life fell apart. He had been cheating on me for 9 years.
What the fuck?
Wow.
That's horrible.
Oh, I can't imagine how that would feel, like finding that out consistently. With local women who knew we were together and sex workers. Women, transgender, and men. I had absolutely no idea of this, and it has broken me beyond comprehension.
I mean, I'm not fucking surprised. It's broken me.
It's making me feel a bit unwell.
Yeah.
Not only my partner has cheated, but he's been exploring all different sexual avenues right under me and my children's noses. He has also been sleeping with girls from the local area, pretending to go to work and night shifts, but sleeping in another woman's bed when I had his newborn son. He also took his boss.
He works night shifts and he just wasn't at work.
I think maybe he does shift work and said he had a night shift.
Cool.
He also took his boss to an intimate spa date from work. Go to HR. If this isn't the worst part, he has gone to therapy and somehow came to the conclusion that he done this because it was my actions that partly led him to it. And he just wasn't truly happy with me.
How dare you make him go and sleep with everyone?
He loved me, but he wasn't happy for a very long time. I mean, 9 years to be exact. Twat. What happened to good old communication, hey?
It's overrated, apparently.
Apparently. He used to show me he loved me every single day, and I had no doubts he didn't love me. I am left completely broken and lost. I hope I find the strength to overcome this for the sake of myself and my 2 little boys. I've just lost my dad recently also, I'm feeling very overwhelmed. Thank you for listening. Any advice welcome. I am so angry and frustrated at myself because I still to this day put him on a pedestal and romanticize him in my brain. Why do I do this? Even after 8 months. Thank you so much, love. Oh my God.
I think first of all, we need to stop with the whole like anger for yourself. Like this isn't you.
You didn't do this. And I hope you know that.
I think we are all so guilty of putting our partner on a pedestal, especially with the amount of time you've been with him. It's very hard to go from having this expectation of a person, this person that you formed in your head for so long, to suddenly think that just because of something that you found out, it means that they've fallen straight off the pedestal and they're on the floor. Like, you built him up for so long. It's not a quick fix of, now I know that he's a cheating scumbag, he can come off of that, and this is the reality. It takes a very long time. The healing process, that process is to remove them off the pedestal. It's not a quick fix. And I think that you need to be kind to yourself and realise that what you have found out and the information that you've got is shocking. But that shouldn't be a reflection on you being angry with yourself. You weren't to know. You trusted the person.
Blindsided.
You did the right thing by trusting the person that you had your kids with and married and you were with for so long. Like, good for you that you opened your heart for that. Like, don't allow something like that also to stop you ever thinking that you can have that again. I think that now is the time to really unpack the relationship and reflect on what was real and what wasn't. And then maybe the clearer your mind, the sooner you can start doing the healing process and realising that maybe the person that you thought he was doesn't exist. And that process then becomes slightly easier, doesn't it?
I agree. It is the healing that allows you to step back and gain the perspective and really look at things through open eyes and see them for who they truly are. And I think that is the thing that allows you to detach from them. That is the thing that allows you to stop that romanticizing and like, just give yourself credit. I know you said like still 8 months on, like there is no time to heal. And we've said this time and time again, there's no time limit. And when you're with someone that long, like it can be really hard to almost like, I think that acceptance can sometimes take people a long time to get to. And that is a really important part in your healing to get to is I think sometimes we are often in denial and we're looking for excuses or justifications. And I think when we really have that acceptance, that moment of being like, these are the cards I'm being dealt with, I need to take ownership of how I'm going to move forwards in this. It's only then we can really start healing. So maybe you writing this email into us is that acceptance it's happened to you. It's an acceptance of where you are now. And hopefully hearing this back, you'll know, okay, now it's time to focus on me. I know none of what happened was my fault. It's him. And he's chosen to do that, and let him do those things. Let him show the world who he is. Let him go around sleeping with him, her, whoever. Like, I don't need to be a part of that anymore. But what I do want to be a part of, and the only part I have control of, is my life going forwards. And what am I going to do with that? I'm not going to let this awful thing dictate the rest of my life. Absolutely not. I have a life to live. I'm going to go and learn from this. I've got a lot of trauma. I've got a lot of healing I need to do. I'm going to take ownership and responsibility, and I'm going to make sure the rest of my life, you know, I'm going to be happy, and only you have the power to do that.
Shocking. My 5-year relationship at a young age has ended, and I need you girls to help me stay strong. Take it back 5 years. I was 14 years of age, and I started a relationship with my now
I love
ex.
that a 19-year-old is writing it.
Yeah. Everything seemed perfect, as young love always does. Fast forward 2 years and I was on holiday with my family. There was one girl always commenting on his social media, and I became very suspicious. I had no idea who this girl was at all. 2 weeks later, I came home to find him messaging this girl intimate messages. I immediately ended the relationship, but a few weeks later, I took him back due to missing what we had. Everything seemed well again until another year later when the same thing happened again. This time it was a different girl. I ended my relationship with him and told him this was the final straw. However, being young, I took him back as he promised that he would change. September 2024 came around and I was starting university. My best friends were deciding to go out and asked me to come. Due to this, he broke up with me. 24 hours later, he was actively using dating websites and texting other girls once again. As you can guess, I took him back once again when he promised to change. It's now a year down the line. I found him texting another girl once again, and I decided it was time to stand my ground and leave for good. I'm 19 years of age, and I know that I don't want to have to go through this for the rest of my life. My ex is still trying to contact me, leaving love notes on my car, sending me love messages and promises. Please, can I have your advice, girls, on how to stay strong?
Right, firstly, we're going to block him on absolutely everything. I know he obviously knows where you live because he's leaving love notes, but we're blocking. That means on WhatsApp, whatever you younger generation are messaging on, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, everything. We are blocking this man. We're not responding to this man. He's a boy. He's a boy child. He is going to continue to do these patterns because he knows every time you're going to take him back. You need to cut the cycle, cut the cord now. I bet you are young, gorgeous. You've got your whole life ahead of you. We don't waste our life on fuck boys. We absolutely don't. But you need to be really strong. The no contact, I cannot tell you enough for anyone listening who is trying to get through a breakup. And this only applies if you do not have kids with them. And let me tell you now, you're in a fortunate position if this is the case, because you really can completely cut the contact. And it is that cutting the contact that is going to be pivotal in you moving forwards. And that means not going back, and even like we've spoken about it before, but like listening to videos, like hearing their voice can trigger an emotion in you. We don't do any of that. We get rid, we accept it was a chapter of our life. We don't want to keep revisiting it.
I think that I can really resonate with your message, I've got to be honest, because I started dating my ex-husband when I was 16 and he wasn't a good boyfriend, and we would make up, break up, and they would all be down to his behaviour. And once we got to 19, I felt like he changed and he grew up, and I think he did, but I also feel like at the end of the day, I ignored all the red flags. And I'm not for a second saying that if you do the same, you're going to end up having your own podcast and 3 kids, single mum. But I just feel like you are putting so much of your time and energy and your young years into someone that doesn't respect you. But unfortunately, you don't respect yourself, and neither did I. And although I don't regret what I did because I then wouldn't have my children, I just gave him far too much of my childhood and my younger years for someone that didn't really deserve it. Like, you are taking him back and you can obviously see the pattern. It will be good for a bit and then he messes up again. And at the end of the day, only you can make the decision if you're happy to carry on finding all of these things out, because it hasn't changed. The only change that you can make is changing by not taking him back. If you take him back, the same thing is going to happen. So at the end of the day, it's up to you. You can either carry on in this vicious cycle of being with him for a bit, things being a bit good, and then he cheats on you, or you can draw a line and start fresh and actually enjoy your younger years, have fun, be with your friends, go on dates, do whatever you want, and be young and enjoy it without being consumed by someone that has absolutely no respect for you.
Agree.
Okay, guys, product of the week. So this is the Rose and Caramel Purity XL Tan Remover.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Okay, so I got it on Amazon. If you are like us and you tan really regularly...
Oh, this is all natural, baby.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, where have you been?
Morocco.
What is really good about this is if you've got that sort of like layer of tan still and it's not looking very good and you want to tan again, because I tan weekly, you literally rub this on you, like when you're dry, like out of the shower, rub it all over yourself. I leave it on for about 10 minutes. Careful, because it's quite runny.
Okay. Is it like an oily?
No.
I normally just put coconut oil. Oh, okay.
It smells quite nice.
I need this.
So you rub it all over yourself. It almost looks a bit like a mud bathy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rub it all over yourself. I leave it on for a good 10 to 15 minutes and you go in the shower with an exfoliant, like mitt.
Yeah, I use the gloves.
And it all comes off.
Okay. Can you link me?
Yeah. So it's really, really good.
I currently just use like a coconut oil, but it doesn't get it all off.
I must say, it is maybe slightly like pricier than your just like exfoliant and a mitt.
But I don't love that because it hurts.
But this is specifically for removing tan. So we'll link it on our page. It is really good. I recommend. Let's finish with an affirmation of the week. I feel like we're needing something about self-worth, guys. I was going to say it's all about self-worth. I really want you to... If we put the amount of love and effort into ourselves as we did the partner that we've got, we would not be accepting half the shit that we are putting up with. And I think it's really time to start pouring into ourselves and giving us the love and affection that we crave so much from other people.
Absolutely.
We'll be
happier. And for anyone going through a breakup right now, that love you put into them, put that into yourself now. That's something I did this year, and I will forever be grateful I did it.
Amen. Thank you
Have
so
a great
much,
week.
guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.